Hi everybody. I'm 2 days away from finishing up my vacation. I'm here today and tomorrow, and then Sunday go back to work, and I'm not really looking forward to that. But I've been having a lot of fun the last couple of weeks, posting a lot of videos. I've been posting a video every day here on YouTube, and that's been a lot of fun. And I've been communicating with a lot of you, of course, over the course of that time. It's been a great deal of fun, and I've enjoyed it quite a bit. Really happy to be doing the Scorsese series. I wanted to, I'm actually shooting 3 videos today, but I'll be posting them on subsequent days. Tomorrow, Saturday, V. Rose and I are going to be doing our videos on the first of 11 Scorsese films that we're going to be taking a look at. And I've also been taking time over the last couple days to go through all my favorites and all my playlists and my viewing history to put together a list of my favorite YouTube videos of all time. And that hasn't been easy, man. It's been tough, narrowing it down to just 10. I'll probably include more than 10 in the end, but that'll be up on Sunday. A lot of the guys who I watch love showing off their DVD collections and all their new acquisitions and such, and I really don't collect videos very often. For a hardcore movie buff like myself, I really spend a lot more time reading about movies than I do actually watching them. I watch, as many as interest me. But the problem is that I don't have a lot of cash or time to spend watching tons and tons of movies week in and week out. And when I buy DVDs, it's only about one every 2 months or so, really. What I usually do is I'll either buy something that I really just gotta own because I know I'm going to be watching it regularly, or at least parts of it regularly. Or if I come across a movie that I think is excellent for a very low price, I'll pick it up. For example, the last video I picked up was Closer by Nichols, which came out in 2004, is in my top 5 of 2004. That's Julia Roberts right there, that's Jude Law, that's Natalie Portman, that's Clive Owen. It's based on a play, and it deals with all their relationships with each other, and they're very nasty to each other. It's a really vicious story, and good, really good. And I had a coupon for this. It was listed at $14.99, and I had a coupon for like 40-50% off, so it didn't even cost me $10. That's a great value for a movie like that. Here's another one of my favorite discs. This is Batman Begins, one of my favorite movies of the decade, and my favorite movie of 2005. I love this movie. I've seen this dozens of times. And this is the No Frills Edition DVD. This is the only version of it that I have. Why, if I like a movie this much, would I get a disc like this, which has just basically the movie and the standard subtitle and different language tracks on it? Well, that's because I don't need special features on a disc like this. Not for a movie that's as good as this. If I watch a special feature on something like this, I'm just wasting my time. I might as well just go back and watch the movie again. I saw a video the other day of a guy who had like 3 different editions of The Dark Knight. He had a Blu-ray and 2 different versions of the regular DVD. Why would you have that many? I mean, don't the discs all depreciate at the exact same rate of speed? I mean, how many different versions of one movie do you need, despite, just no matter how much you like it, Guys with like 5 or 6 editions of Evil Dead and all that kind of stuff, it just doesn't make a lot of sense to me. But that's because, I don't have, the need to establish a huge collection. I have a very limited collection of movies right here. Just my favorites, just the few that I really like and can get for cheap. And this one right here, I really didn't need all the frills on a DVD because, honestly, I mean, it isn't just the special features on this disc. It's most other discs as well. If I'm watching a program that I recorded off TV, or if I rented some disc and I'm not really digging it too much, I'm like, what am I doing watching this thing? I could have so much fun if I just put on Batman Begins again. So that is a disc that I use quite frequently. Now, there are, of course, discs that are worth the special features, and one of these is Sin City. This is probably my favorite special edition that I've ever seen. It has massive, massive special features on it, including, in addition to just the regular version of the movie that played in theaters, it's also got the 3 segments that the film is made up of, but the full versions, the extended versions, on a separate disc. And one thing that I really like to do is to take that second disc and program my DVD player to mix up all those chapters, to go in between them as the stories progress, to make it all look like one big long continuous film. That's pretty cool. It's not a very smooth process of skipping back and forth between those things, but it is fun. I do enjoy it. And there's also lots of other good behind the scenes stuff on here. particularly the one where Rodriguez takes you for about 10 or 12 minutes to show you how all the effect shots are put together, that kind of thing. It's a great disc. Rodriguez does good special features on all of his discs. And you know what other special editions I really like are the Star Wars prequels. I mean, they have pretty much everything you could ever want on a disc. They have not only the theatrical trailers, but every single TV spot for each one of those movies. The movies themselves aren't very good, but as DVD editions go, they're pretty top drawer. Here's another good one. This is the special edition of Memento. And what's fun about this movie, of course, is that it's a movie that's told backwards. At least part of it is. It's made up of scenes that are told in chronological order, which is then intercut with scenes that are told in reverse chronological order. It's like the two storylines kind of start on either end and they converge in the center. And one of the special features on this is the option to program automatically your DVD player to play all the chapters in chronological sequence. And that changes the tone of the film quite a bit. It goes from being funny in a lot of spots to actually kind of tragic. Yeah, this is a very good disc, and certainly one that is benefits from being on a versatile DVD like this. Certainly it's a different experience from just watching it on a plain old ordinary VHS or a TV broadcast. And finally, I wanted to talk about Timecode here. This is one of my favorite DVDs. This is a movie that was made for DVD. This is an ensemble movie. It came out in 2000, one of my favorite movies of that year. There's a lot of really good actors in this, like Gene Triplehorn and Stellan Skarsgård, and Steven Weber. What this is basically a story of a whole bunch of different characters involved in a production company in Los Angeles that makes films. They've got a movie that's shooting, they've got a couple movies they're getting ready to shoot. It's basically a comedy with all these characters moving in and out of each other's orbits. Now the way they shot this movie is in real time. 4 cameras ran simultaneously and all the characters just sort of weave in and out of each other's storylines, and the cameras capture, some of it or all of it or a little bit of it as you go along. And when you see the movie in the theater, basically the screen is divided into 4 parts, so you can watch basically all 4 images at once, but the sound rises and goes down depending on which area you're supposed to be focused on, depending on where the story is headed in any particular quadrant. And this is basically, to use to emphasize, a progression of events. But what's great about the DVD is, of course, you can watch it like that, or you can select a particular quadrant to listen to exclusively and skip back and forth between quadrants depending on what's going on at your leisure. And that is definitely a good benefit of having a DVD like this. Yeah, like I said, it's sort of made for DVD. It's a terrific movie. And every once in a while I'll go, I really ought to watch Timecode again, and then I'll spend like a day not only watching the regular version of the movie, but then going back and looking at all the different segments that you couldn't quite hear during the theatrical version. So, yeah, expect at least 2 more videos on my daily vacation blog. I hope you've enjoyed them. I've enjoyed watching a lot of you guys, of course, as well. And I look forward to doing more in the future. I won't be posting with as much frequency once I'm going back to work. But of course, I will be posting regularly as always. So thanks very much for watching. Take it easy, my fellow YouTubians. See ya.